I think it's time for Rocketship to go next level. In this video, I will explain the rules that we have been playing by this whole time. And at the same time, we'll make playlists. There's 3 playlists that I have to make, or 4. Rocketship battles, winning reviews, and losing reviews, and one more. Bring my old channel all the way here. I have done similar type of reviews on my main channel, and it's about time it's being visible from here as well. In the end, all that matters is a number, but the other thing that matters is a top position, where you are on the leaderboard, and of course, I've taken positions from 105 and 115. I think it goes like this. Yes, it goes up. Of course, anytime you beat someone, you become the problem for any future person to try and take over. Right? They have to climb all the way past you as well. So every Rocketship episode stacks. It makes the competition even more complicated. However, at the same time, it's just the vibe that it's more complicated, is it? Everyone is individually trying to gain as much influence as possible, and it's just your position is like more precisely pinpointed. Only when you reach breakpoints like top 200 and top 100, that's when things get really rough, because there's limited amount of seats up there. So reaching top 200 is already considerably success. Technically, these videos help me decide what should I put on YouTube Rewinds. Hopefully this year I will not suck too much. Although people might just be forgetting that YouTube Rewind is a thing at all. That, well, it's still electing some videos. It's not a million views, but it's still relevant. It will still forever be up here. There's no way around it. People will watch this. I almost have to drill in my head that convenience is the key. There should be no ambiguity in what I present, and I do have to squeeze as much viral stuff and keep my personal stuff away, but, you know, conforming to anything, any sort of set of rules that even people hold in their brains because they have seen this thing over and over again and they want the generic one. I don't want to give you generic stuff. What are you talking about? But see, like, you have to prove to people that you can give the generic thing. Because if I can't even pull it off, then what's the point, right? I cannot be trusted anyways. So it's a very weird dynamic, very weird battle that I'm up against. And I lose it every time so far, because I'm not that good. Okay, guys? But I should be better every single time. I'm the one tracking influence. I don't want who fucking cares. Not necessarily about the most trendy things, because they're never that good. But I do care of where things are going and who pops out as a bigger influence. All Mr. Beast discussions are also migrating into a new channel. I'm not gonna have them here anymore, even though it's still picking up views. I don't know what's going on. Like, this guy was here. What happened? I'll be putting Mr. Beast content here from now on. So the 2 times you have seen Mr. Beast is the only 2 times. He doesn't actually belong here, guys. But I think the message has been sent. Mr. Beast is weird. The only thing he can do is just craft games with money involved. Is the greatest motivating factor money. Ha ha ha. But the moment he crosses into politics, money doesn't seem so uplifting anymore. The moment it's about charity, bro doesn't have much to offer. But anyways, mostly Rocketship is about women. I would say quite a difference from what people are used to watching on YouTube. People are used to watching on YouTube a bunch of essays, never-ending amount of essays. And the funny thing is about the essay channels, it's like one and done. I usually try to stay away. I don't go deeper into the wormhole, and I don't put them for the future Rocketship episodes. But if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. Not many ears, not big ears, but surely we can find all ears for you. Sometimes I get curious, like Penguin created his own channel. That's a curious thing to do. Annoying Orange can still be, popularized. That's cool. There is Rocky shit videos, by the way. I'm not sure what's gonna happen to those, but sure. I will keep that in mind. I think that's a real deal. I think that's not going away. Sometimes I can call it truanship when I don't get anything from the actual channel. Yeah, I'm just ruined. I feel ruined. I feel like I watched a channel and all reputation had just evaporated. All reputation was behind the veil of unknown. And now that I know what the channel is about, fuck it. It's ruined now. It's ruined the magic. This happens quite often, which is why I cannot trust people. I cannot trust fans. They have a magical type of thinking. They keep the magical amount of distance from a person they attempt to like. Like that sort of stuff. They're no longer curious. They shouldn't be. But, they have this, like, positive view of something that doesn't provide any influence or content, or potentially doesn't even make sense. Like, people can build that sort of, maybe let's call it a decision. But I call it skibbity. And if we call it skibbity decision, that's also fine. We decide that we like a certain face. And we like that certain face so much that we are willing to defend it. From drama, all that crap. We are willing to crusade. When drama happens, people will crusade on either side, right? I think Mr. Beast is polarizing enough where people would crusade on both sides when drama happens. And I encourage you guys not to fucking fall for skibbity bullshit. Don't be attached to faces too much. Unless they're actually really good. And they're drama-free. Usually good people are drama-free. I did try to, like, slow down iDubbbz's drama. It doesn't have to be too fast. iDubbbz deserved the backlash because H3 was sinking his ship. I think H3 just completely lost his ground on this platform, and now he's in politics, but he's always going to be, like, pathetic type of politician, basically. iDubbbz did the right thing, but it will take a long time for people to understand what that thing is. It's quite personal. And people are just illogical enough to where, okay, you support your skibbity face, but you're doing it illogically. You're crusading without actual brain cells, so it doesn't mean anything. When I get hate on my main channel for discussing drama, like, it means fucking nothing. It just wastes my time. And it tries to waste my ego. Because people, that's all they know. That's all they know. To just smear as much dirt on you so they can ignore it, basically. Ignore your existence. But anyways, there's no right and wrong. You better slow down things that don't fully or just feel like they're too fast, right? Certain dramas are too fast. Like let's fucking sing this guy down. Or certain dramas are too overwhelming. Some people never actually got the backlash to be tested whether they can be trusted. I think Jack Sims never got like a face-to-face conversation about this fucking drama that he caused. Because it's not fucking black and white, bro. He can't just pretend. Even like he got face-to-face with H3, but H3 is such a tiny politician, he doesn't give a fuck that much. Right? He will side with Jack's films just because. Right? So he can be easily swayed. H3 can be easily swayed and got Jackson's approval, but the reality of React content is way more complicated. And this is why Jack's films went way too fast. He tried to make it simple, but also try to make it abusive. And it's like that's not good enough. That's not how you do shit. But then it's like, oh, I'm slowing down. No, you're ramping up the abuse. You're not slowing down. You're doing those bingo fucking games. You're getting yourself comfortable with this drama. That's not slowing down. That's just you think you have a target in your grip, and you're waiting for that shit to explode, which it did. Lucky for us, it did. You know. So current dramas are very complicated, and again, this is happening on my main channel. Sometimes can leak on here when I have to review a specific channel. I would have maybe reviewed like Jackson's channel up here. I don't know. Rocketship was not active at that time. But I did this, and I think it's gonna happen again. For example, Pirate Software channel could also be evaluated. But he's not as interesting. He's a fucking streamer that has opinions. It's not really high-level content. iDubbbz also was not chosen for Rocketship. I'm like, who's that girl, basically? And she doesn't look that bad. She doesn't sound that stupid. She seems, likable. And I don't know what's going on at this point. Most of the relationship secrets are not gonna be obvious to people, whatever they fucking see. And I don't know. Everyone's bitching about whatever the fuck they can get their hands on. Their dirty fucking hands on. And I see it all the time. I can't trust the internet anymore, guys. I cannot trust the internet on any comment they make. You guys are untrustworthy. And that pisses me off, but that just justifies everything that I'm doing. What I'm doing, I can trust. Absolutely. Because I'm honest. Because I am a moral person. Because I'm not gonna fucking spread drama, spread my disease. I will rather appreciate art for what it is. Alright, let's begin. I've explained the basics of how you're supposed to feel about my Rocketship videos. This is not the only time I will be explaining things. You can ask questions. I think what if questions are more preferred for me. What if you had to review equal amount of men versus women, and I would be like, I would slap you in the face for that. You have to pay me money to review men. You have to actually get out of your way, because I am attracted to the existence of women. Existence of women is a very tough topic. They don't actually exist in real world, but in social media they seem to somewhat exist. So I'm chasing that existence. I'm desperate, guys. I'm on fire. I want women to exist the way they are doing right now, but I don't think it's it's a permanent thing almost, or it's something I can ever have for myself. But if it's possible, I'm chasing it. I'm chasing every bit of that. So you're not gonna force me to review more men just because of some arbitrary inequalities. By all means, suggest, but you will have to pay the price. Subscribing, watching my videos, and nagging me about it. You'll have to pay the price. Again, there's special moments like this. Sometimes I like their music, sometimes they just stand out like crazy. There's special moments, and we should actually celebrate those moments 10 times more, because for me to review a man, that's weird. Like, I actually get out of my way to do so. One other thing that I like about Rocketship, it's going evergreen. This is the most powerful YouTube channel you can possibly build if it goes evergreen. And some people know about this. If they produce content that is like watchable, right? Like a 10-minute content, 15-minute content, where it's like it's worth watching more of it. Not just you found a piece of content and you moved on. Rocketship means that there's more content, and you have to double check if you care about any of this stuff. And you never know, like, evergreen also means that one piece of content can influence other piece of content. So right now, Mr. Beast is rising. I don't know why. What happened? I have no idea. But it's doing it. It's evergreen. I posted this so long time ago, and all of a sudden there's a bump in viewership. It's weird. It's weird, bro. So evergreen does this kind of crazy shit, meaning that secretly, amongst all these 5 channels that I've made, this channel in particular has the most hidden potential, basically. And that's exactly how I feel because of Peace Pop. I build playlist of music. Kind of looks like this. I trust the YouTube music to not fucking glitch and allow me to shuffle. So that's why I open it from here. I build these playlists. There's now 9 of them. You can double check. It's 9 of them. The last one doesn't count. It's just random thing that I came up with. Again, these playlists on another different channel. You have to catch what's going on, basically. You can't just click playlist and find Peace Pop. That's not how it's gonna go. But yeah, this is where I publish of like what happens to Peace Pop. So in this case, we just finished 9th playlist. I'm trying to get as best of like pop music as possible. Like people like different genres, but they don't actually go to filter what they like. They don't actually go out of the way to find the best of the best music for themselves. Just because you like a certain genre, it tickles your fancy. I think it's still low level. Music taste. The way I got to Peace Pop is quite interesting. I realized that I like nightcore. And I'm like, okay, what? But that's just pop music. People are technically just making underground pop music. But I'm like, I guess that's what I like. I like just simple stuff. I don't have to get out of my way and pick up a genre. That is my genre. Just sped up, better pop music. See, that's what nightcore does. That's what it is. It's not actually a genre. It's just better pop music because you can speed it up. Some pop music is too slow. So when you speed it up, it's better. And that's it. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Better pop music. It's that's way better because it also opens you up to all the pop music that everyone likes, all the just mainstream artists that everyone cares about, and some underground artists as well. Like we got to review Kesha. Like I came all the way into this pop world again because it's populated. It's not just popular; it's populated with different artists. People are genuinely contributing towards this and putting their face, everything in there. They're doing performances. Like this is a real deal. So I can't possibly pick a fucking genre of music unless it's really really good, where it can actually even break the pop molds. Technically, rock music is even better than pop music. Even more pop than pop is. Pop rock, boys. Because in order to get better, you have to unleash more energy. How can you unleash more energy? You gotta go rock, bro. You can't go metal. You can't go screaming. But even Poppy has proven that you can, in fact, go screaming. How the fuck did she do it? You know? It doesn't work every single time, but one time it worked flawlessly. Poppy got like really high position in Peace Pop, and probably gonna hold it right now. It's currently being held. You know, that high position can stick around. So I hope I'm opening your eyes on how much stuff I'm actually pumping right now into the channel. The complexity of my intentions. It's not just shallow reviews, everything is coming together nicely. I don't know, it's popping in my head. I'll have to talk about it. The world is changing. We will have to leave capitalism behind and it will expose a lot of problems that capitalism caused. One of the problems that Rocketship solves is just spreads positivity again, peels you off from all this drama, and throws you into the world of art. And again, specifically women, to even amplify the positivity. They gonna be your healers. And to me, it's also sometimes Rocketship just happens when I need to heal personally. By the way, there was 4 videos linked together where I had to make a decision. And that's also quite a unique form of Rocketship, and all of these 4 things have been separate reviews, but they're all linked together because I had to figure out, is Miley influential enough for me to give a fuck about, or is there someone better? Well, that's the question. So yeah, I see a bright future. Why am I getting more and more views? That's crazy. Just keep ramping up. Alright, it's easy to make a new playlist. I consider these things a failure at the moment. So save to playlist, and we're gonna start with the good and the bad, the winners and losers. Winner rocket ships. However, they did not win. We also have loser rocket ship. I think red flag kind of works. So that was a loser rocket ship. That's unfortunately a loser rocket ship. I kind of hate that. Can we make an exception somehow? I think so. I think we can make an easy exception for this. It's a loser, but bro can't do anything about it, you know? So, oh, okay, I guess. You're fine, dude. You passed to heaven. Because it's no longer about influence, it's about the fact that he left a legacy of himself, you know? And that's way more beautiful than winning or losing, right? So it's a winner. He wins. Something very important. Absolutely, Pixie Lot was a winner. Where's awesomeness? I think it's a winner. It's top 200. It's good. It's chillin'. Audrey Whitby is also a winner. All of them are winners, technically. With Miley, it's a little bit more complicated. I have to label her as loser just because that's how it feels like. RuneShip also gonna get into this category. Was Kiss of Life a winner? No. No, not yet. There are verdicts as well. There's quite a few different flavors of content, I'm not gonna lie. There's rocket jumps. Rocket jumps have to be winners to even be published. They have to do the thing that's supposed to be easy. Megan Lee or Make It Pop is absolute winner. These guys, 303, I don't think so. They did a good job, but that's not enough. I think that was a loser rocket ship. Let me double check perfume. Alright, let's put this thing here. Drama goes the same way. You saw the dramatic moment of Charlie Kirk, so it goes the same way. It's a winner because I didn't see anything suspicious. They literally just get free points, even though I didn't give a fuck, but now I have to give a fuck, so you know how it goes. Drama backfires more often than not. Winner. Smash into pieces, just absolute winner. Even if they don't have top 200, they won Peace Pop, and they did very well in the rocket ship. Healing is a part of a winner group, so it's a winner. She proven herself. You see, like there's so many different criteria for what is a winner and loser. This one is a part of like this star, and like that's not important. what is important is my imaginary group that's reaching for top 100 and will do it, and will steal a seat. I'm crafting it out of, like, big influences, and Hyolene actually went solo, so it's, like, very appropriate, very good. Serana is absolute loser. She had nothing to offer. Pitbull is absolute winner. That was the most fun Rocketship ever. He went very high. It's good. It's good. 203, so he was a winner at some point, you know. Carmen, a loser. Kepler is a winner. XG is a little bit of a loser, but was able to keep up. That's a good fucking battle right there. Yes, the battles are gonna belong in the battle section, and you can determine whether there's more losers or winner, or is there one winner, at least. There should be at least one winner. They both can lose, they both can be not impressive, because it's technically Rocketship review doubled, with double amount of work. Zara, unfortunately, is a loser. She is very short of top 200. That sucks, man. Then Ashley is absolute winner. This guy did what he had to do. Unfortunately, he's not influential. He is a loser. Ina was a loser. Wow, that's not a lot. That's just so embarrassing. Kesha was a winner. Then there's fucking Valentine's Day special. Fucking sucks, man. Olivia is a loser, but god damn it. God damn it, now I have to sit with it for an entire year. The other Olivia is a winner. I think this Olivia is so much fucking cooler. Even if she's losing the charm. Rory, unfortunately, is a loser. She had some good stuff, but god damn, the bad stuff is really bad. I think T-Series are winners. They made me cry at some point, I will never forget. They're just permanent winners. It's hard to knock them out. Okay, Gatsu is just a winner just because he got the fucking views. And I'm still subscribed, I'm happily subscribed. He doesn't have influence simply because you need rocket boosters. That's just another downside of being a man. Also, I don't actually like his political opinions, because he's anti-Trump, and it's like, you're a loser. You're anti-Trump, you're a loser. And I'm sorry, dude. You don't like democracy, then. For 4 years, at least. Let me fucking push him through 1,000, though. Out of respect of, like, decent content. Come on, faster, faster. By the way, I still haven't found a cosplayer. A porn cosplayer. I'm looking for one of those. Still haven't found a good one. Because I do disqualify every single Russian in this category. They seem to know what they're doing, but it's like, okay, cool. Okay. So she's still a winner. It might change after 10 years. No, probably not. It's too late for that. Loser. Take an L. Get featured in Mr. Beast videos. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. A honorable mention, Miranda Cosgrove almost had 10,000 points, but system has failed. She's actually on YouTube right now. Miranda is actually on YouTube, and surprisingly trash side of YouTube, the science side of YouTube. I don't enjoy that. She should just be making music. What the fuck is wrong with her? Eventually she's gonna get a rocket jump of 10,000, but not this time. So Random actually lost. At the start it was a loser episode. But it's like, we're reaching for a fucking top 100. What do you expect? Of course. Annoying Orange was a winner for a long-ass time. Poppy is a fucking winner. No doubt about it. This one... Yeah, they're winners. They're active. They're very good. I'm from a specific country that has these set of colors in their flag. This is the name, but fuck this name, dude. What is this? Where did you get that shit? But anyways, so I'm gonna give you some of my influences. This is basically the biggest one. I technically hope there's more than I can show, by the way. Or my country's just shallow nothingness. Nothing to offer. But yeah, it's gonna be rare occurrence. Rosanna's absolute winner. Super duper. Let's go. Ellie Goulding, very nice person. Dua Lipa is a constant winner in my book. Isabella is good. I think Taylor Momsen, unfortunately, I have to put in a loser category. That's how I feel about her. She's not good enough, bro. VGHS. I'll say a winner because I'm chasing that vibe, dude. I want them to succeed. I want this thing to get something, you know? Descendants. Unfortunately, I have to label cans as winners, even though they didn't really win, but I still remember this episode. This is something. I remember her performance specifically. So there's some charm to it. Dalsha are losers, but god damn it. The next time I will review them, they will no longer be losers if I choose to. Ivy's not losers at all. There was a loser and a winner, so I'll give it to the winner, but there's unfortunately a loser. There's apparently 4 battles that we had. Rocketship battle, so that's number 2. Italo brothers are absolute winners. Holy shit, did they blast. My brain pieces have scattered all over the room in that video. Lady Gaga is a goddamn loser. She loses to fucking Kesha. Get out of here. No, she loses, bro. To Kesha. What is wrong with you? Hyuna is a winner. Lemonade Mouth. Oh, Lemonade Mouth. It's so close. I would love it so much. And I feel like they have great potential. I think they will come back to win. Saturdays, man. Come on, man. Unfortunately, Saturday is just a terrible name. Like, I hate typing that shit. I think they're losers, guys. I enjoyed it, but they couldn't finish that job, you know? I enjoyed it quite a lot. Like, they went to Peace Pop, all this good shit. But they disbanded eventually, anyways. They're fucking rotting in hell now. It's crazy. Penguin? What's Penguin? Penguin is a winner. Penguin didn't prove himself to be terrible, but it's Rocky shit. Why would Rocky shit make you a winner? Or a loser? Right? It should always make you a loser. It was kind of like borderline a Rocketship episode, and it's just so weird. That is so weird to me. It was more Rocketship episode than Rocky shit. So anything that wasn't Rocky enough can be a winner, apparently. Everyone else gets to be secretly losers. Or openly losers. Why not? Why not give them loser's seal of approval? Katy Perry loser, Taylor Swift loser. We have to remember it that way. It's a lot better. Broski is a loser for talking about flat earth disrespectfully, bro. Respect flat earth, you piece of shit. You don't have to believe it, but man, respect is a lot easier and a lot more needed in this world. So, IASPA are winners. I changed my mind, guys. This one, I feel like I reviewed it negatively and then I changed my mind. Harley Bird and Saban. I think they're both losers, bro. Fuck that shit. And, Chi-Chi and What's Up are losers. That's the end of that. I also don't want to forget linking people to Rocketship. Rocketship, it is its own booster. Anytime I make a Rocketship, you just get one little boost for being a part of this. Rocketship itself has its own influence, basically. And we're gonna collect it right now. Let's fucking go. 1 link point. Wow, that's plus 20. No fucking way, dude. Is this for real? That's crazy. Doesn't even have 20 to give. I don't understand, guys. But now it's gonna happen to everyone. Pixie's gonna get some... Wait, what? What is going on here? Really? Everyone is getting a little bit of a boost. I'll put on some music. Because this doesn't need a commentary. I'm here.
Try to pray, but it's hard. Can't catch your breath. You're far, no, you're not alone. Far, no, you're not alone. No matter where you are, no. Even in the dark, there's
no. Now I know. Just a phone call left on, don't let go. To the distance is a house of... I'll leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Lately you've been searching for... That's alright.
Losers, unfortunately.
I'll leave the light on, leave the light on. Look into the distance, there's a light blazing if you watch your way. Oh, you're down and not now, but I need you on. It's a night with through the pain and there is still we are here for a reason out. This is for you, well, for you. Yeah. Don't hide it from up what you made of.
Damn, these songs can activate at any moment. Final step, after I put these things also in the battle category. Shablam. Okay, there's 5 or 6 of them in total now. And let's go with 5. This one counts too. And finally, we're gonna check our main channel. My main channel is suffocating, not getting views. Like, actually, Rocketship beats the channel as well. And this video is kind of evergreen. Giving me a punch in the face at this point. Where it doesn't even belong here anymore. Like, but I'll keep it, man. I want views too. There is a category called K-pop Adventures that has 13 videos, but it's a little bit different. And this was kind of like a Rocketship episode, kind of. Nah, it's old, isn't it? Still very old. Good enough. So the playlist will be called Old Videos from Main Channel. These things got a significant amount of views, by the way. That's how you can intimidate people, by having more subscribers. By feeling dedicated to the cause. People will watch longer. This is cool, bro. Reina and Orange Caramel reviewed to NE1. Who wins the most popular title? Where's the first part? Nayeon, again, another leadership battle. Me discovering K-pop in general. It's definitely gonna be a part of this. This is a Blackpink video, mainly. But the unfortunate man shows up. Because he talks about Taylor Swift. Whatever. K-pop's most popular has 2-part series. That's cool. Does it end there? I'm actually gonna sprinkle some more popular stuff. The Cans? Or Dove Cameron's Shadow. Mark Rober review. That matters. How Food Theory channels changed and nothing else changed. Food Theory is such a rage bait. Yes, please. Luna, dedication to Luna. Some Eurovision audio is gonna make it on this list. Saturday Night Live. Jordan Peterson, why not? Get Harmonized. This comes from Awesomeness TV, by the way. Review of Katy Perry's album. The hottest episodes, bro. Absolutely. Invader V. I was doing reviews in very low quality at some point. I would add shit like this, but honestly, it's icky sticky, boys. They're like very old ones. If they made it up here, then I'll put them in. Very old videos where I review content. There's a limit? My god, that's disgusting. There's literally a fucking hard limit to all of this. You guys are terrible. Eurovision reviews gonna be put in there. I still will review Eurovision on the main channel. I review these like countries, right? Separately. But Romania can't afford electricity, oh my god. Germany versus Bulgaria. But I was on a hunger strike. San Marino versus Cyprus. Italy versus Spain. Russia versus Ukraine versus Belarus. By the way. That's a crazy one. Italy versus Spain, part 2. Moldova versus Ireland. There was even Ava Max versus Rita Ora. Album versus album, I would say. It's quite different from a review content. I was reviewing songs. It's more like a Peace Pop episode. That's that for... Okay. Tiny countries, I guess. Tiny countries. I reviewed that shit, dude. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, reviews left my channel. Now just do negative reviews. I do basic shit. Negative reviews on little babies. Wait, there's hard finish here as well? That's all he did? Just prevented me from seeing the rest of my channel? You guys are pieces of shit. YouTube didn't solve a problem. They just made it worse. Now I need an actual extension to be able to see all my YouTube video uploads. Man, these fuckers, dude. Now I need to use my memory, you know? It's crazy. Can I search through a fire emoji, maybe? Probably I can't, but... Search anyways. Okay. These are like extremely old ones. 60% more watch time. Let's go, bro. I can't find anything. Well, guess it's time to give up. This marks the end of this episode. If I see my audience is too confused, I might need another tutorial video, another explanation of what the fuck is going on. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Keep going up, up, up.